Oh my sweet heavens. It's very seldom we get something so pleasant, so magical, so, well, almost 20 years old. This is one of my old buddies, Mr. Sass. He's out there in Berlin right now next to a wall that fell a little while back. You may or may not know him. You should find him somewhere on the Vagabondian Road. Andre Sass and his guitar. Whenever you hear that term, a boy and his guitar, then you know good and gosh darn well where it's coming from. Andre, take it away.
You've got his love, and then my microphone is in my ear. But I can get far by pushing the mic away from my mouth. Jamming alone. Alright. Well, like that.
Hey guys, easy babies. Hey girls, 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 girls. Hey, hey. Being too rough. Oh my God. Jeez, are you okay? Oh, come here. Oh, you poor thing. You guys just had a. Well, that would be called a kitty cat collision. Sometimes you win 'em, sometimes you lose 'em. Let's see if we can start this cut over and let it roll into the night. By the way, I'd like to welcome you to an impromptu episode of the Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power. We had one scheduled for the night, but you know what? Technology is quite grand. You can never find too many. Let's see what we got here. Well, it may roll, it may not roll. We're gonna try again here. In the meantime,
You've got his love, and then my microphone is in my ear. But I can get far by pushing the mic away from my mouth. Jamming alone. Alright. Ooh, I like that. You've got his love, and I am fair. You've got his love, and I am fair. You've got his love, love is God, and I am fair. Pour your love down. Pour your love down. Pour your love down.
I'm pretty sure this is a Silverchair song.
am faith. If God is love, then I am faith. Oh, your love down.
Well, that's a relief.
Oh, your love down. Eh, pour your love down. Eh, pour your love down.
It's always truly amazing. Man, that is a blast from the past. I think that entity is probably going to have me crucified, skewered in a lively portion of some sort of, well, burn him at the stake process. That is track 4. I don't even know if, I believe that is actually off of an audio CD. No wonder we were having errors. There's no way this thing can pull data out of thin air and perform a show, a task, and, well, any kind of functions. What are you guys doing out there? It's Friday night. It's sometime after midnight. There was a complete political, publicized, entertainment Bill Maher episode that completely leveled all playing fields. There was a lot of blithering, a lot of screaming, and let me tell you, there is a simple divide out there, and if you don't see it, it is sad. I mean, it is. It is one of those things.
Alright, you guys feeling awesome out there? This is, your favorite universe. This is the universe. This is another episode of the Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power. I'd like to introduce one of the most legendary entities that you'll ever come in contact with. Oh wait, he's not here? Well, instead, we've got somebody just as cool for the day. He's your leveling the playing field kind of guy. Making sure that you wake up and find everything you're looking for. This is episode 5 of the Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power. Stick around, and during this episode, all kinds of things will be discovered. And again, a warm round of applause for the douchebag supreme, your mother flipper, the one you will never grip with and get with. But maybe. Oh, there it is. Well, this'll run indefinitely, I'd like to welcome, oh yes, your favorite dude, Freak of Nature.
Oh, all right. Oh, my sweet heavens. It's another episode of the Heavy Metal Happy Hour. Let's see if we can get some, I've broken everything. Everything is a complete fiasco. So at this point, most of our lovely attachés have been looking at the light and not seeing the light for far too long. In this piece, you find out if you've got what it's taken to be a critical thinker. Do you know what it takes to be a critical thinker? Do you have the ability to be a critical thinker? Then you... Alrighty, I do not know how to get this to do anything other than go live. Hey. You know what's great? Is I'm going to see if I can... The purpose of this originally was to be a part of the show, to be the Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power. Spokesman, spokeswoman, spokesrygar, some kind of awesome thing. Wouldn't it be awesome if it was possible to be all genders, a hermaphroditic super beast, capable of, making this vanish. Oh, God, it's enough of all that. So, in the next few minutes, I'd like you guys to sit back, take a deep breath. Rumble in the jungle a bit, because you only live once, and I cannot click, talk, type, and exponent these vernacular wisdoms wax poetically forth without full attention. So what's going on out there? I'd like to see some of your comments below. I'd like to see some of your ideas below. I'd like to welcome the one and only No One. We've got look at the magic. Oh, the magic hand. Do you feel the power of love? Oh, do you feel the might? Let's see if we... Just a little bit. Oh, this. Fantastic. I should put my favorite glasses on. Where are those things at? Oh, they're in one of the vehicles. Well, shucksy pants. So it's cam up, cam down, cam over here. Cam there, cam there. Oh, yeah, cam everywhere. So I believe we have dual layers happening here. So do you guys have any interesting anecdotes? Have you been to Comic-Con, or you had some kind of Audio Engineering Society convention, like ESEVU, or in New York or Miami at one of the conventions we had to, drink a lot of water, fart around, and try to get in tune with our inner monologue. This is one of the riffs that we're going to be using for the show, just to thoroughly wake you up. I think it's, there's a little flying something. We got some flying creatures in the studio. So, the other day, we were talking about Mikey Doling and Snot, and of course his super mighty band. Channel Zero. He used to play in One Side Zero. Channel 000. So many zeros. Metal bands and rock bands. He said, tap the keg of your soul, Frank Beasley. He said, tap the keg of your soul. And I said, without missing a beat, well, that sounds fan-freaking-tastic. Why don't we do that? How do we do that exactly? And he looked at me with this very, very funny look on his face and ran out on the stage with a guitar in his hand. He ran out on that. He took that stage. And, that was a huge paintball festival. Huge paintball festival down there way down there in San Diego. I haven't been in San Diego for such a long, long time. The last time I was in San Diego, they asked me to get the hell out of San Diego. Hey, you, kid, why don't you get out of San Diego? All right. And I wasn't going to argue with that, you know. Sometimes you win them, you win some, you lose some, you know. You don't want to fight all the time. Give me just a moment here. Your channel, sir. This was a test that wound up becoming a short blip. Now, when we talk about Lord Doling, man, it is,
The song is ended. Now move along.
It is, oh, there you go. Let's see if we can get that to pop up. Boom, boom, boom. Chaka, laka, chaka. The song has ended. Now move along. That is a bit funny. Let's see. How do we get this to do anything? Is it going to go? Is it going to not go? This may get a little ugly. If it gets a little ugly, I'll make sure that, we make up for it with this. Oh, man. Feel the burn. We have liquefied. We are the Terminator. We are the T-1000. We are your innermost demonic possession. We are the revelations. We are the poltergeists that leave your body. Now, the last time I was in San Diego, it wasn't for Comic-Con. It was long after our first paintball fiasco. Golly gee willikers. Now, I don't know if you've ever been on the 5 freeway, but I've been on the 5 freeway almost its entirety. And I'm talking through South America when it becomes like a completely different world. Pun intended. But the 10 freeway we were just venturing across not too long ago, and that is a long, voracious drive. And that kind of leads me around to tapping the keg of your soul. Now, one of the things that I've never been able to figure out is why we ever in any way created,
You'll find yourself.
oh, not again. I gotta jump out of this. Oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ignore. Oh, it saw it. There you go. Oh, that's more like it. Yes! Smooth and mellow like Captain. Well, hello. Let's see if we can... I want to see how this hits the stream. Oh, man, that looks beautiful. It is not doing the best, but it's also not doing the worst job humanly possible. Now, I god darn totally lost my train of thought. If anybody's got a comment down there, leave it in the comments below. If not, like and subscribe, and we will, we'll see you, where is my, liquid metal? I'm just gonna cheat. And I would like, there you go. It's not looking good today. That'll look nice. Now, you guys, I may lose you at the first onset, but this is, oh, that's glorious. Oh, just absolutely excessive. Let's see if we can get... Now that is, that's really cool, man. So, my first time down in San Diego, we'd actually traversed the entire continental U.S. It would have been January. The band was the Dolly Rods. We were moving to Los Angeles. We're gonna make it. We were gonna make it together. All of us, one force together. Now, who would have thought? Look at that! Oh, God, it's excessive. Now, there she blows. Let's see if we get rid of one. Oh, they're just working so well together. So many tunnels of love. And we had traversed. Now, keep in mind, we were traveling. This is the old days. We did not have like 4 laptops. I think Kelly and Lewis had like a laptop for school. Pretty sure we were carrying around towers to package on tour. Now, without any sense of sanity, I just discovered that this is that's funny. Now it's in mono. Now it's in true stereo. That is comedy. Plain comedy. Without bull. Let me just get that centered before I'm looking for that later. Jeez Louise. Oh yeah, that is immensely right dominant. Look at that. Oh, that would be why. 'Cause I'm freaking fired. Oh, at some point I just decided to send you guys into some sort of tranquil awareness. No one needs mono unless it's absolutely mono-andatory. I'm gonna spark up this little do-gooder. I hope you guys join me. This is the Mellow Yellow 420 toke of the day. Now, as a proud Bible-thumping patriotic American, well, not really a Bible-thumper, really not unaware of patriotism, but I would hope that you guys out there enjoyed some homegrown, high-quality bolt gold. Let's go on a little adventure. Let's see if we can escape the confines of our mind. Take an epic deep breath together.
Yeah, you feel that sweet universal air, don't you? Everyone breathes the same air. Enjoy that air. Alright, mate, enjoy the sweet, sweet night air.
Yeah, that is actually one of my favorite things in the world is a couple of lungs filled with amazing. We gotta hire a new guitar player. Now, like I said, this is your 420 toke of the day, so I'm gonna put this evil button. I'm gonna bring this way down. Now let me talk to you guys. I've been a long time, I guess, proprietor of good. And it was only in my time in LA when I really learned about the bad, just the generic, unbridled, unabashed, uninhibited darkness that resides deep within every one of us. But somehow, that evil, evil town, Los Angeles. I always describe Los Angeles as a multi-sex organ possessing woman who will suck your cock off and, well, fuck you to death. Where New York is simply a pissed off old man. Iron fist. You turn around. Whoopah! Whoo! Boot to the cool. Sorry to swear, children. This will be later on. We will censor the heck out of this show so we can have a G-rated show. Right on. Oh man, what the hell is going on over there? I think I fell off the drums. Now, within the rite of passage, and I think the rite of passage is nothing more than, being good. Like, I want to get out of my car and go hand to hand with you guys, like full on, like leave the weapons in the car, don't open fire, don't be all stupid. But people are incapable of this. It's like driving into San Diego. I mean, we knew that we were a target, so we had to perform and conduct ourselves in a manner that reflected credit upon ourselves and our society. That just didn't roll into town drunk and high and fucked off and looking for gear to steal and trying to scam into a venue. I mean, we were cock-locked and ready to rock. I mean, I was booking these shows from an i1000 Plus with a thermal paper fax machine, a Sharp, I think 301 ZP. Somebody looked that up and called me out of my bull crap. It's abundant. But it was really exciting to get out of Florida, to get out of Texas, which takes about 30 days to drive through Texas, to get into California. That leads me to tap into Kegier's soul. I would have never been authorized to do primetime television if it wasn't for all the good, all the kick-ass folks in the military, law, government, medicine worlds. I mean, these folks are really looking to keep your butts moving and grooving, keep you guys right. Unbridled, unabashed, uninhibited darkness. Now, I got cast on a nationally televised, soon-to-be syndicated. I guess it's syndicated. There's a Wipeout channel on Pluto. It's an available app on your smart television. Check that out. We'd like to give Pluto a shout-out. They are, in fact, a sponsor of another show, and I'm going to get them involved in this show, hopefully. Fantastic company. If you've got an old show, they're going to air it. But I really religiously, kid you not, for the love of all, opiates for the masses, I was trying to figure out how to tap this soul. I know we all have one of these things. I said, hey, mister, how do I do that? And he said, give me a minute and I'll tell you how to do that. It'll occur. So I went, all right, great. Years go by. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. I've gotten to work in, a couple of fairly well-known venues. Some venues that you guys know, like the Whiskey A Go-Go, the Troubadour, the Roxy, the Viper, the Key Club, which was Billboard probably when you were first privy. There's a murder bug in here. Murder bug. Murder, death, kill. Now, when they offer, stuff that you think you're too cool for school, I mean, it's hard to debate. But I got cast on a TV show in its third season, and it was a show called Wipeout. Big red balls, mud-covered idiots. We're talking obstacle course of death. I mean, this was as unstoppable as it came. I mean, I've actually never been terrified of something, but when you walk onto the course, when you walk on set, it's not like any set you've been on. If you've ever been on set, it's organized, it's nice. There's not stuff flipping around, spinning around, up and down. There's not death disclaimers. I got a skeeter in here, man. You think in the winter they would all die out up here in the bloody Northeast, but no, they live, they reign supreme, and they are bloodthirsty, sucking creatures of the night. Now, I was super excited to do this TV show. I was like, hey, this is going to be an amazing feat. My attorney, Eric, works for MSK. You can find him. Man, I have a bloody mosquito in the studio. Almost that time. Sorry, everybody. What a dick. Gotcha, you little son of a gun. Ha ha. Smoke your ass. Now, I was really, assuming that it was going to be a fair fight, that was, part of the contract. We kill you, but it's just because you let us. So I noticed there's people running around. I'm like, oh, that's great. Those people are rinsing the mud from our run off of the course so we can have a safe and, well, functional run. Little did I know they were running back and accessing. I gotcha. Oh, and you weren't a skeeter. I didn't think it was. Usually they make it terrible as a gnat. We do kill them off in the winter. They can't survive, and there hasn't been enough water this year to grow any of them. So I'm just minding my own business, just chilling like a villain. I got this really great guitar riff in my head. And then they walk me out onto the thing. I'm going to do my first chorus. I'm like, all right, we're going to get this. It's going to be great. We did. I mean, I won the hell out of the show. But you do not know what it's like to see 35 to 45 gallons of Astroglide. I'll say it again. Astroglide. They would take the classic Super Soaker, fill it, and I'm talking with a gallon. Nearly a gallon. What is that, 32 ounces? And they would cover every bit of track. If you were going to be running, landing, spitting, slipping, falling, being catapulted, ejected, punched, hit, kicked, blocked, mudded, slid, you were ice skating into it. And I had no idea. I didn't realize. And I just put 2 and 2 together. The 2 and 2 meant, wow, just try not to let the Astroglide be the thing that takes you out. But I was horrified when I realized that something terrible could happen with all that Astroglide if we weren't really careful. But that's when they wheeled a girl off screaming with a leg broken backwards. It was quite a horrific sight. I've never heard the Doppler effect on Screaming Pig, but that's basically... I mean, it was freaking unbelievable. They killed a guy on my season 3, episode 11. Apparently, I shouldn't be talking about this. I know there's some kind of... Apparently, allegedly, there was a guy with a pre-existing heart condition. It made it into the news. And this poor guy, I mean, you really don't want to attempt this show without your ducks in a row. And we began this show, actually, with a very soft and serene song that was recorded, actually, with one of these mixers here almost 20 years ago by a legendary acoustic guitar player and singer named Andre Saz. You can find him at, I don't know, It Was All Just a Dream on Instagram. At It Was All Just a Dream. Send him a message. Tell him how awesome his song is. He's probably going to be horrified that I posted it. It was like a first take, I believe it was. And if God is love, then I am faith.
It goes, hey mate, that guy's pretty freaking cool, isn't he? Oh yes. So he's a great, delightful, great Monty Python's one of my favorite variations of this entity. His chap, he's just a delightful wanker. Oh, brilliant. Everybody, that's Mucho Dan Universal. Now, if God is love, then I am faith. Really hit home today. I really enjoy the good of the process. Today's episode is about tapping the keg. Now, I tapped the keg a long time ago, but I didn't want to run out of fluid, so I untapped that son of a gun. And it's a very difficult thing to do, because once the tap is in, like a lot of my tour managers used to say, one in particular out with the Killing Joke, if we could bottle this guy, we'd all be rich. They're going to deliver me in a road case every day. We did this at the Wilshire once, where they rolled a road case out, and I crawled out of it, and the union guys literally backed away. Oh, the Wilshire Theater on Wilshire and Wiltern. If God is love, then I am faith. As we wrangle the moments, you guys hurtle down this neon green flaming black hole towards the amber sky somewhere in the distance. We can thrust ourselves one step into the future. We can work there together. We can find ourselves doing things we never imagined we'd do. We can find guitar players and piano players and synth players and,
well, any of these analog synth guys are wizards, and I mean, these module boys are just, I'm loving it. I mean, it's more signal flowing than ever before. And at that point, I'm going to find a really awesome cut for you guys, and we're going to roll into the darkness. This is the Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power. I'm Frank Freakin' Nature.
And I'm the curator with the mostest nights. I'm your favorite do-gooding universe. I'm in fact the universe. This is round 2. We're hurtling into the last few minutes of the show. We'd like you guys to tune in, turn up, and turn it on. Tune in, turn up, and turn it on. Tune in, turn up, turn it on.
Tune in, turn up, and turn it on. Tune in, turn up, turn it on. It's a very easy procedure. Now, when I saw that dude come running at me with a super soaker, like just the giant syringe, I was like, "And how you doing, buddy?" He just looked completely enraged, complete madman in Disneyland. And then his second runs up a very beautiful woman, and they both just uncap a 5-gal of Astroglide with basically a weapon, jam it into the fucking container, glub, 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 glub. And I mean, at that point, I couldn't even begin to imagine what they were going to do with it. I'm like, well, that's not water. You guys are in no way getting ready to rinse the course. And I watched this dude, like, run right by me. And he hurtled. He was very quick. Heavy syringe filled. There was a line of Astroglide. They were kind of slipping. I wasn't even moving. I was very, very unstable. But it is, oh, I love that. Oh, beautiful. If anybody wants to know how to pixel map or do any kind of lighting tech, oh, God, look at those guys. On your best day, you couldn't get lasers to do that. And on that note, I'm going to increase this volume. I got to pull that out of there. I've had enough of that guy. Let's go back 5. See what we drop into. Maybe something mellow that can be easy going. I will get the set list together. We will get the guests scheduled that aren't just phoners. They get pre-recorded and then edited in. I'm not a big fan of, well, all of this overly produced magic. I mean, it's, oh my God, it's geometric, mate. It's like totally geometric. All right, what do we got here? Oh, we got to look at the lights. Yes, look at the light. This stoke is for you, mama. We are torturing the GUI here. It is a miracle of space and time that it even works. Now, I'm going to really roll this down. I want this almost out. Just out. Way in the back.
Hey, what happened to Trevor? Did our A2 ever show up?
Oh, no. He didn't show up. But you know, you win some, you lose some, right? We're just getting better at this.
Hey, man, this is cutting into my joint smoking time, man. Did Jesus show up? No, I'm serious, man. I heard he was in Williamsburg. It was quite funny.
Oh, back by popular demand, dog. It is your favorite white Caucasian bro. I was owned. Oh, man. I had to take an Uber from the freaking F train. The Delancey stop was all messed up, man. It was a total fiasco. McDonald's wasn't working. McDonald's was closed early. They're out of shakes. Even they were just giving out vouchers.
You pull it together, Jesus. Jesus, pull it together.
Oh man, I got the most dynamite magic herbs, and I hope you guys are ready.
Oh, we're ready there, Super Jedi. Why don't you bring us the law?
Oh, my favorite segment of the show is when I find out a way to harass Joe Rogan and Adam Carolla with one fell swoop, and that's by producing this content. It is a delight. It is an honor. And when we talk about things like Wipeout, whew, I bring it out we'll just let the graphics roll for you. The graphics are, well, the most delightful thing. So, I'm going to jump over here. Now, I have seen some funny things, but I was really psyching myself up. I was feeling super powered. I was like, you know what, my legs are good. I've been training for this. We have been training. We are on point. It's gonna be cool, man. And it's like, no, I got news for you. It's exactly that. Man, that's an old one for you. You guys remember, everybody remembers Disturbed. That goes, oh. This is actually what I feel like I was hearing. Well, the cats, I mean, when she ran up after him, they were just like, get out of the way! I couldn't quite figure out what they were ever going to be doing with the, with the large phallic, now fully loaded. Fuck yeah. Can I hear that again, please? What is coming yours? Oh, the Los and Nate.
Pull my pants up. You.
Roll lines. How are y'all holding up out there? We're gonna probably, if all permits, oh, it's so good. I must have edited this. Gonna break everything today. Uh-oh. We're getting out of control there. There you go. This is for you guys, all you darn hippies out there that, well, haven't figured out how to. So huh. None shall pass. Hey, look at that. Where's the logo? Oh, I'm really digging that. Oh, I'm really digging that. It's magic. This is for all you children out there being good. So the den is filled with wolves. Your mind is filled with wonder. How is it possible that so much can be done in such a little amount of time? I don't know how to explain that, but I'm hurtling towards 40. In my near 7th year of living in New York City, and I can't lie to you, I like to get out as often as possible. New York is a bloodbath. A hemoglobic mass. 8 million people traverse in and out of that city on a given day. It is not even fathomable. I don't even know where who, what, when, where, why, or how I ever wound up. Actually, The Killing Joke. You guys out there, if you want to see an amazing band, you go see The Killing Joke. I was on the tour almost 3 weeks before I realized that one of my favorite Metallica songs, The Weight, was their song. I'm not the most well-read douchebag. I try to seem to be. I act pretty accordingly, keeping up appearances. Oh, I'm really digging the. So then that's that, and that's credits. The fire shall burn. Boom, boom, boom. Chakalaka, boom, boom. Now, I want this to go down a couple, so it. Yeah, that's super dope, super dope, super dope. And then that's motherfucker.com, super dope. And I mean, we can't really leave that because of all of our various douchings. Oh, magical. How you doing, honey? Do you like that? Oh, you definitely don't like that. You are not. But when you find yourself prepping, and since the show is wrapped, it's actually, I believe, out of, it's not even a thing anymore. So, oh, is that the bastard? Look at it. Look at it. Brilliant. They're hearing and trembling you. They're really utilizing their ultimate power to hear and tremble you. Plain and simple. There's no other way to slice and dice it. It is, let's see, that can go. I really like that. I like it way. Just, it's glorious when it, yes, when it animates. Look at it. It's like magic, man. I don't even know. But they were so full of their own crap as a Christmas turkey, as my mother would put it, that there was no stopping them. That was the horrifier. And I hit some of that Astroglide, and the only thing that saved me is being a bloody ninja. I mean, absolutely. I had never been more blessed and lucky to come out of something, as my mother would say, smelling like a rose. So on that note, we're going to... really, the logo has to hover on top. I don't know. That's pretty dang awesome. That's pretty dang awesome, man. Now where is it here? I don't even see it here. Bang, there it is. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, boom, ba da da boom. Boom, boom, ga da da boom. Boom, sta da 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 boom, ka da boom, so go 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 go. I'm really upset that I didn't get a 5-gallon bucket of Astroglide. I would not have been opposed to that. Like, hey, buddy, what do you need all that Astroglide for? And you're like, well, I just love the fact that they used it for its actual practical purpose, a full implementation of the default nature of that petrochemical. Hi, guys, is it possible that we can use gallons of this to make it infeasible for people to run on vinyl? Yes, sir, that's no problem. We've got you covered. This is the Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power. It is just a wee bit after the hour. It is 1:38. We all... Come on, sing it together. 138, 8, 8, 8, 8.
We all 138. We all 138. We all 138.
You remember where you were when you first got arrested? I remember where I was. I was at the Swingers Diner after playing London Dungeon on the jukebox there for smashing a certain celebrity from a certain TV show's windshield, allegedly. And let me tell you, that was no joke. It's not a pinball machine. I guess it'd be a jukebox. That jukebox had some cool music on it, but I don't want to be in your London dungeon. And we were talking about if Rizzo and the Lori out there, if you guys want to go see a good band, go see Warrant. Warrant's back on the road. I believe mostly original lineup. Man, they are getting all over the U.S., doing a bunch of cruises. They have been hitting it harder than hell. But there's a couple of witnesses that were just named that helped me tap the keg of our souls. My soul has been thoroughly tapped a number of times, probably like the Matrix, where I look like Neo in a bad mock-up. But long story short, I was running around the Whiskey A Go-Go 40th anniversary or 50th. I think it was 40th. I was the only authorized personnel to have a camera Rizzo, if you're out there, I'd love a verification. I know you're still in stitches about that. It is just no joke. Oh, it is definitely time for a clean logo. People need to know what this is sooner than later. So these are the HMHOOP and the OO for nitus of, of two ups. Heavy metal happy hour of power, the HMHHOP, baby. Come on, get on the board, get on the ride, get yourself a mono board. Those big golf cart wheels with a skateboard deck attached to it, most amazing thing ever. They now make them electronic entirely, and I mean, come on, Cyber Deck. I want everybody in New York to have to use those. I cannot wait until we're all riding around on like little personalized transport devices that link together. Oh, wait a minute. We all got to go somewhere. Bring your personal transport device. PTD, personal transport device.
Brought to you in part by the evolutionary awesomeness of semiconductors, precious metals, microconductors, lithium-ion batteries. Wake up, people. We need serious development. You guys are slipping.
Press it more. Wow, we're not even. I didn't even realize I could just squash this in so much better. Let's hear it. That's squashy pants. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Squashy pants, squashy pants, squashy pants. And we were talking about it, Rizzo. But I once, by the grace of God, reached over to Glenn Danzig, put him in a full Nelson headlock. Now, keep in mind, this man was sitting at a little plastic table, little plastic chairs, by himself, where my van is normally parked. Now, I'm very fond of where my van is normally parked. Now, what I was trying to convey to Danzig is, hey, buddy, you gave me my start in the business when I was a dear boy, but now it's a decade later, and I want to park my van here, but I can't. So I'm going to hump your leg. So I humped his leg. But he is a really delightful entity, and it was more of a, like, holy shit, bro. Like, you're parked where I normally park, and this is super awesome because I'm going to give you a bro hug. And without missing a beat, he's like, hey, buddy, you don't know me that well, and, we all won 38. Now, if you find that 5-gallon of Astroglide, I would love for you to help me find it because there was actually about 30 or 40 of them, and I know they used all of them in our particular season, season 3 and 5. I can't even remember now. I think it was in season 3 and 6. I came back for a Winners and Losers episode. It was really awesome. I met a super badass friend, and we kicked mucho ass. Winning Wipeout was one of the most ridiculous things, and that makes me really think about tapping the keg of your soul. This show started out as a mild attempt to harass you guys with
We got that one.
Dude, these demos are just, I'm so proud of this stuff. It's so hard to get anyone in the studio. Nice. Where's all the double bass parts? Come on. It's so fucking funny, man. Like, you'll spend your whole life trying to make this work. Hey, 1, 2. Hey, 1, 2. Compressor off. Compressor off. Christ. Compressor on. Compressor on. Compressor off. Compressor off. Compressor on. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to play this track from start to end. You guys can make fun of it in a little bit. Here you go. And we're going to wrap up this episode with a little Danzig story. Tear it apart if you want. This was recorded about 12 years ago in a studio in Burbank.
That one.
Oh, Jesus. Real unity is a very beautiful gain stage. Actual unity gain. This episode brought to you in part by Yamaha mixing equipment, Spectraflex cables, Mogami and Monster cables, any of the Neutrik line of connectors, Shure microphones, and by golly, the grace of the universe.
So, oh yeah, don't you forget your pretty little heads, boys and girls. It's the baddest motherfreaker you know. It's the heavy metal happy hour of powers facilitation device. I'd like to say two things before we wrap this up. This was another episode of the Heavy Metal Happy Hour Power, brought to you in part by the Rock and Roll Secret Service Broadcasting Agency, a division of Alive on the Fly Productions.
Well, I don't think it gets any cooler than that. We've got one of the cool sides of our biologique. If the core of the earth is fiery burning hell, then the universe must be cool as a cucumber. I'd like for you to jump on this spaceship and join me for an adjacent party. It's a little bit after 2 a.m. It's actually totally not. It's 9/28/2019. It's 1:49 a.m. It's currently 82 degrees outside here in beautiful, beautiful Northeast. Currently Northeast. We're in the 91502. Oh, just kidding. It's 11232. If you'd like to send us some mail, good luck with that. We've yet to allocate that information. But it is an absolute delight to play my songs, our songs, these little blips, these wrinkles in time, these super fun timers that will never, ever be replaced by anything in my heart. Well, I guess this concludes another broadcast dial. If you guys out there somewhere in Radioland, find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile, then you're probably doing something right. Catch you on the flip side. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie. Yeah.